Imagine a cluster of islands and a peninsula jutting into the cold waters of the North and Baltic Seas, where the wind smells of salt and the horizon is almost perfectly flat. This is Denmark, the smallest of the Scandinavian nations, but a country that consistently punches above its weight on the global stage. It is a land where ancient Viking history meets cutting-edge modern design, and where the secret to life is found in a single word that the world has come to envy: hygge. The story of Denmark begins with the Vikings. Over 1,000 years ago, Danish warriors and explorers set sail in their longships, reaching the shores of England, France, and even North America. Under King Harold Bluetooth, the various tribes were united and converted to Christianity, a transformation recorded on the massive gelling stones which still stand today as the nation's birth certificate. From these fierce beginnings rose one of the oldest continuous monarchies in the world, a royal line that has seen the country evolve from a regional superpower into a modern social pioneer. In the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, Denmark controlled much of the Baltic region, ruling over Norway and parts of Sweden for centuries. The impressive Kronborg Castle, the setting for Shakespeare's Hamlet, stands as a reminder of a time when the Danish crown controlled the narrow straits and the wealth of the northern trade. But the 19th century brought a period of contraction and loss, forcing the nation to look inward. This shift birthed a unique philosophy, that what was lost outwardly in territory could be gained inwardly in spirit and social cohesion. This inward focus led to the creation of the modern Danish welfare state, a system built on an extreme level of trust. Danes pay some of the highest taxes in the world, but in return, they receive high-quality healthcare, free university education, and a social safety net that ensures no one is left behind. It is a society that values the collective over the individual, a concept often linked to the law of Jante, which emphasizes humility and equality. This social fabric is a major reason why Denmark is frequently ranked as one of the happiest countries on earth. But do not mistake Danish modesty for a lack of ambition. Denmark is a global leader in green energy and sustainable living. In the capital city of Copenhagen, there are more bicycles than cars, and the harbor is so clean that you can swim in the city center. The country is home to the world's largest offshore wind farm producer and has pledged to be independent of fossil fuels by the year 2050. For the Danes, protecting the environment isn't a political debate. It is a practical necessity for a nation surrounded by the rising sea. The Danish influence on culture and design is unmistakable. This is the land of Hans Christian Andersen, whose fairy tales like The Little Mermaid and The Ugly Duckling have been translated into every major language. It is the birthplace of Lego, the iconic plastic bricks that have fueled the imagination of billions of children since 1932. In the world of architecture and furniture, Danish design is synonymous with functionalism and elegance. From the Sydney Opera House designed by Bjørn Utzon to the minimalist chairs found in high-end galleries across the globe, the true soul of the country, however, is found in the concept of hygge. It is a word that is difficult to translate but easy to feel. It is the art of creating intimacy, the warmth of a candlelit room on a rainy Tuesday, and the joy of sharing a long meal with friends. It is a defense mechanism against the long, dark Nordic winters, a way of finding light and comfort in the small things. In a world that is moving faster and faster, hygge is Denmark's gift of slowing down. Denmark is a country of islands, connected by some of the most impressive bridges in the world. including the Øresund Bridge which links Copenhagen to Sweden, from the rugged dunes of Skagen in the north, where two seas meet, to the rolling hills of Funen and the historic streets of Aarhus. The landscape is a gentle one, defined by agriculture and the ever-present sea. Today, Denmark remains a stable and prosperous corner of the world. It is a nation that has mastered the balance between a competitive market economy and a compassionate social system. It is a place where the Queen can be seen riding her bike through the city and where a sense of community is the ultimate currency. The next time you see a wind turbine on the horizon or build something with a plastic brick, don't just think of a small European nation. Think of the 1,000 years of history that led from the longships to the laboratory. Think of a people who decided that equality was the best path to happiness and that a simple candle could light up the dark. As the sun sets over the harbor and the lights of the Tivoli gardens begin to glow, you realize that Denmark isn't just a country. It is a model for how a modern society can be both successful and kind. As the winter wind whistles through the streets and the people settle in for a night of hygge, do you see a small nation on the edge of the map? Or do you see a global leader in the art of living well? Thanks for watching.